Yo, what's poppin' everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Zach Lesage here. Today we're going to be going over Garchomp EX, a deck that hasn't necessarily seen success since it was released in Paradox Rift, but maybe the new Great Tusk EX could be good when it comes to seeing how this deck works going forward. Is it going to be actually good? We're going to find out in this video together with gameplay, lists, strategy, more. So if that all sounds good to you, let's jump into this deck list. Here we have it, our Garchomp EX deck list. And I do want to give a shout out to Benjamin Merritt, who's been playing Garchomp online for a minute, and I'm happy to update it with some Paldean Fates cards, such as Great Tusk EX. Garchomp's really great at just loading up energies onto your various Pokemon, and really like making sure that you're able to attack with some big attackers. Garchomp being a big HP Pokemon, Great Tusk doing a lot of damage, seems really nice. The deck is really, like, all the cards that are in there are meant to get the deck off the ground. So we have Irida to search out some of our Pokemon, so we get Rare Candy and do other things like that. So I'll describe the strategy in a minute. Here's the deck list. Feel free to take a screenshot. The list is copy and pastable from the description below. And if you're missing any of the cards for these decks or anything else like that, hit it up our sponsors at Kayfabe, PTCGL Store, Atlas Collectibles. Let's see how the strategy goes. Our strategy starts off really with Irida. Irida allows us to search out a water Pokemon and an item card of our choice. That being said, that item card is quite often going to be searching out a Battle VIP Pass, so we can get out some Gible or some other Pokemon, or maybe we want to grab a Rare Candy, so we can go Rare Candy Garchomp EX. Garchomp EX is one of our main attackers, and it's one of the means to an end to attach energy to our Pokemon in play. Its Hydrolander attack for only one fighting energy is quite efficient, doing 160 damage and attaching up to 3 basic fighting energy cards from your discard pile to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. There's not really too many Pokemon we want to power up. Maybe you want to power up another Garchomp EX, so you could use Sonic Dive, you pitch 2 energies, snipe for 120, but we have some pretty big attackers when it comes to this deck. We have Groudon from the Paradox Rift format that has Magma Purge, 60 damage times the amount of energies that you discard from your Pokemon in play. With us being able to accelerate 3 energies at a time and even attach 1 per turn, we can use Garchomp EX to power up Groudon and Magma Purge for a solid 240 on a single prize card Pokemon. Great Tusk EX is the new addition to this deck, and we can do Great Bash for 260 damage. At first, Quaking Demolition does not seem like it's a very good ability, but we do have the opportunity to use Path to the Peak in the deck to shut it off, so we're not discarding the top cards of our decks. And the 260 damage from Great Bash goes through anything. We can continuously power up our Pokemon over and over again, and we even have Inteleon from Chilling Reign that can use Quick Shooting, with the addition of Grant to do additional damage with our fighting type Pokemon. And we have Defiance Band that can do a lot of damage to our Pokemon. So we can scale damage up to 290 with Great Bash, 310 with Grant, 330 with Inteleon to knock out whatever we like while our opponent's under path, and maybe we play Iono as well. Is this deck going to be any good? We'll honestly have to find out. But if you watched so far, be sure to like, share, subscribe this video, and let's jump into this gameplay. Okay, so we're calling the coin flip. Let's see how this goes. And our opponent won the coin flip. I feel like I'd want to go second with this deck so we can Irida for Battle VIP Pass, get set up. But maybe not. Like, maybe it's better to go first, and I'm just not as well adjusted. We're going second anyways, so we have no control over this. I feel every single time I mulligan, there's always a Battle VIP Pass that's just there, like, absolutely memeing on me. If you feel the same, let me know in the comments below. I do get back to all the comments at some point. I've been super busy lately, but we get there. We're just waiting for our opponent to finish setting up, and we're just chilling. Ideal start for this deck would be getting at least a couple Gibles so that they have some opportunities to evolve. We can always expect our opponent to knock out one of our Gibles or something like that. And looks like we're just waiting on our opponent. Okay, they put a Pokemon down. Maybe they were just trying to think about some tough decisions. You want to know what? I will take this hand. We'll start with the Gible. Let's hope that we don't get Path to the Peak to turn 1. And let's see what we got going on for this game. Okay, so we're playing against a Gardevoir deck. I don't know if that's necessarily like a great matchup at all. We're able to do like 160, but like, I don't know. I think it's got to be bad. We'll see if we get set up this game, regardless. I think it's going to be like, I'm not looking to win or lose or anything else like that. I just want to see. Using Reversal Energy turn 1 to retreat into a Mew is a bold move. But if they get a Battle VIP Pass, it might pay off for them. Okay, probably not what they were looking for. There's their battle. There's their Ultra Ball. Some interesting gameplay here for sure. But you never know what's going on with your opponent's hand. Like we can just see from the other side. Battle VIP Pass wise, we're definitely gonna go for. I wish we could go for a Squawkabilly. We have double Rare Candy. I'm not getting rid of double Rare Candy ever. I think we're gonna just go see what we can get set up here. Maybe a Gible and a Radiant Greninja. We know that we're not going to get past this game, so at least we'll have Radiant Greninja, I hope. If we don't get Radiant Greninja, I think we're going to have to see our rare candy count because we might have to go Squawk here. Oh, interesting on the Mew. I don't entirely know. Maybe they're trying to retreat there. So let's go Battle VIP Pass. With the Irida, I don't think we're going to be pitching our hand. Radiant Greninja. That could be really cool. I think Sobble might actually be really good in this matchup too. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Sobble might be kind of hot. And our opponent probably does not know what we're playing here. Let's go Nest Ball. Let's grab out the Sobble. See what we can get. And maybe it's worthwhile for us to bite turn 1. I don't know what I want to grab with Irida here. So I'm just going to go Concealed Cards. Pitch away a Fighting. We already have Rare Candy Garchomp in our hands. What else do we want to grab here? Maybe just like Ultra Ball with, yeah, I think Ultra Ball and maybe just another Garchomp. I honestly have no complaints there. If they want to snipe something off the bench, all the power to them. I hope it doesn't like backfire here, but let's go Fighting Energy and we're just going to go Bite. Let's get some little bit of damage on there. I mean, we'll attach the energy anyways. If they knock out, we can retreat. They have resistance. Very funny use of resistance there. So that's cool. We will see how it goes. And maybe they're just going to go for Mirage Step. Really, really interested. Okay, it looks like Rare Candy Gardevoir, but they have 1 energy. I honestly, like, do they have an Iono here? Okay, it's a research. We're going to get Rare Candy Garchomp next turn for sure. Be completely transparent. I did record some other gameplay, y'all. And this deck was struggling a little bit. It was definitely one of those things that can happen. So they have their own like take on Gardevoir. That's fine. I wouldn't be too upset to even use like Sonic Dive on one of their Pokemon. Like one of their routes. That could be really cool. Depending on what they have, just so they don't get other Pokemon set up. So you could definitely like adjust how you play this deck comparatively to whatever, like, however you want to play things out. I might actually go for Concealed Cards first, though. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what we top deck here. Looks like our opponent's probably just going to use Roar of the Sword. I wonder what they're going to grab with Forest Seal Stone, to be honest. Okay. It's a pretty full bench for a Gardevoir deck, so the fact that they don't have too many Curlius to draw cards, I'm not really too worried about it. Okay, so they're actually just going to attack us. They're going to put, what? 2 on, 3 on. Maybe we'll just attack here with the Garchomp then, doing 160. And if we could find some way to damage modifier it, that'd be really cool. So, that's what I'm looking at. They knock us out. Wait, what? Are they... Not sure what they did there. Some interesting gameplay for sure. Let's go Rare Candy then. And before I do anything, like, we have, like... Before I even go any other things, I want to go Rare Candy 1. Let's go Concealed Cards, pitch away this. Maybe we can get another Fighting Energy. That literally works out. I think what I want to do is snipe out this routes. doing 120. I think that sounds really good. Because I don't know if there's anything that I really want to power up right now. Like, I don't want to use boss yet. I think I'm fine doing this. And I don't know if there's anything else I really want to do yet. Like, we have everything else. I don't want to put Lumineon down. Let's go ahead and just go... I want them to attach an extra energy to try to knock us out. So I'm just going to go Sonic Dive, take a prize card. And we might not always get to the Great Tusk. We might not always get to everything. But, like, right now, like, doing 120 turn 2 on a Pokemon that's evolving seems kind of strong. And we can go Hydro, Lander next turn. I could see Cheryl being good in this deck if you're using Sonic Dive. That's a card that I know myself and a few other Shuffle Squad members recommended potentially playing in this deck. If they take some more damage, we can definitely knock out Zacian V with Hydro Lander. We did prize our copy of the Inteleon, as far as I could tell. And our hand was not anything super special, so I'm okay if we lose it. As long as we get an energy or a way to get an energy, I'm feeling kind of okay. And this is a hand that's totally fine for me because we have the option to search out a Lumineon if there's anything we need. So that's cool. We're just chilling. Maybe this deck beats Gardevoir. Maybe it's actually just really good. I guess we'll have to find out. Yeah. We can't really go for another Hydro, like another Sonic Dive right away, but like, I felt pretty okay with like doing it the first time. And if they're going to attack us with like Storm Slash, or let's say they try to build up a few more energies or something like that, considering that other energy there, I'm okay to hit them for 160 and start powering up a Pokemon. Like, we have 4 energies in here. Groudon can go crazy. Great Tusk can go crazy. We might not get to Great Tusk this game because we don't have to hit the numbers, but we'll see how it plays out. There's their Psychic Embrace, probably going to go on Zacian. They're going to swing for a smooth 150. 160 for 1's kind of good. They're going to hit for 180. That's fine. If we get another Fighting Energy, we could also Concealed Cards at some point. Ooh, Path to the Peak could be kind of cute. I don't know if I necessarily want to go Path yet. I think what I want to do here is retreat our Garchomp. I mean, I guess it means that they can't really do too much else. But, like, I don't want our hand to be, like, bad. They only have, like, 4 energies in their discard pile. I don't know if they could actually get to where we wanted to get to. I'm just going to go... Do I want to go Hydro Lander? Like, I'd really like to get set up. Honestly, I think I'm going to go... pitch these Battle VIP passes away. Probably going to just grab the Lumineon. And I think it's going to be like Lumineon for Iono. I think that makes the most sense. So that we're able to like maybe get something set up. So let's use Lumineon first. And maybe we'll end up using Path to the Peak here. That might be cool. Iono sounds good. Or not Iono. Cool. And we can put Path here down too. Our opponent might not necessarily get anything. Research sounds good too. I wouldn't, like, if we had Research in the deck, that could have been really great. I'd like to get a Pokemon we could power up here. Yeah, definitely not upset getting Groudon. So we're going to go Hydro Lander, take out our opponent's active Pokemon, and then we can attach it to our bench Pokemon. So we're just going to go 1, 2... honestly, I'm just going to go 3 on the Groudon because that guarantees that we're able to knock out pretty much whatever our opponent has. Now we draw 2 prize cards. Maybe we can get the Chilling Reign Inteleon. Let's go. I don't think Defiance Band is going to be very good this game, but I could see Quick Shooting being quite good for us to do some extra damage here and there. So we're looking okay so far. And there's our opponent with the Iono. We're going to go back down to 3. But we have Ultra Ball, Earthen Vessel. I mean, at least we could go Earthen Vessel, Radiant Greninja, get some more energies in the discard pile, build up some other Pokemon. Ultra Ball can maybe search out a Great Tusk if we ever need to attack with anything else. So we'll play around with it. And Artisan can also grab other Pokemon like Groudon. So I think after playing this list a little bit more, might want to adjust a few little things. I'm not entirely sure where. It's going to require a lot more testing, and I don't know how much testing I'm going to put into Garchomp, but like, there's definitely some things here where this deck can cook, and power, like getting Groudon and Great Tusk gives you a lot of options to attack some pretty powerful Pokemon. I guess we could go Sonic Dive next turn against like Kirlia or something like that, and really like keep their options limited. Because if they're not attacking us with Cresselia this turn, like I'm feeling kind of okay. Like, I'm sure they're going to attack with Cresselia, but like, what are they going to do? Lunar Blast for 110? It's not like a bunch, and we can also just hit them with we can hit this Kirlia, knocking that out. I don't know. I feel kind of good right now. Like, we're almost at the stage where our opponent has not drawn enough prize cards, because they need to draw basically 2 prize cards per turn as long as we can keep things up. And the fact that we have Garchomp, and Groudon, I think we're able to go prize card, prize cards guaranteed on board. So if they don't take a prize card this turn, I think we're set. If they don't take 2 prize cards this turn, I think we're set. Obviously, Iono and like Boss and Countercatcher and stuff can do things, but maybe they'll just take out Sobble. I'm actually cool if they take out Sobble. That's totally fine if you ask me. I also don't know if they know how Moonglow reverse, because it only moves 2 damage counters from each of your Pokemon to your opponent's Pokemon. So at this point with the Kirlia powered up, I'm probably just going to knock it out. Not that I think it matters again, but it's gonna definitely put them in a tough spot. Yeah, they don't get the knockout on Garchomp. Okay, so they're just gonna knock out Sobble. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up knocking out this Kirlia, I think. So let's go for let's double check with Artisan, because we got a free search of our deck anyways. We'll click all, and I think the cards that I care about, like maybe Great Tusk is really the card that I want. We have 3 energies left there. We have 1 energy there, that's fine. Let's go ahead and concealed cards away. A fighting energy, that puts 2. We still get to attach 1 for turn. And we still have Irida that allows us to do some things too. So you want to know what, in the effort of it, I think what I want to do here is actually go Ultra Ball, discarding this and this. This might be scary, like it might just be like I'm playing for the video. I don't know if I'd make this play in real life, y'all. But, I mean, maybe sniping the Kirlia is better still. You wanna know what? Let's go for Irida, and I think like this is just not gonna be worthwhile. We'll have the Great Tusk for next turn. I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, you wanna know what? I forgot that I think I need to use Sonic Dive here. So let's use Earthen Vessel here, and I guess it puts us down to 1. Our opponent would have to get a knockout on every single Pokemon. You wanna know what? I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna knock out their Cresselia. I don't think they have a way to win this game. I'm gonna go Hydrolander. We have 22 cards in our deck. If that Great Tusk gets us, YOLO, all in on the Great Tusk. Its ability is spooky with Quaking Demolition, but we can get there. 260 going through anything is fantastic. So even if our opponent drops a Mimikyu, we can get through it. We can attack with Groudon. We can attack with Great Tusk. We have an energy where we can attack with Garchomp. Got a lot of energies in play. We can do a lot of damage with Magma Purge. We have an energy if we need to retreat. I think we are pretty good here. So even if we don't get to attack with Great Bash, I think we're in a pretty good spot to knock out whatever they have. Like, even if they get a Zacian out there, if they take 3 energies on the Gardevoir, we go through anything that our opponent has. So they could put 3 energies on Gardevoir. We're swinging for 260 here. If we got Grant in our discard pile, we could actually just do more damage by Grant you could get back at any point. So there's some cool things. And I think our opponent's struggling here. They might end up just like timing out because they don't have an idea on how to beat this matchup. I guess we'll figure that out. Come on, Katana Ninja. I know you have it in ya. Yeah, they might just time out here. And if they end up timing out here, that's totally cool too, right? Like, I don't really have any issues with that. The only issue that'd be really tough is if we were forced to, if they have the Gardevoir and don't do anything with the Gardevoir, and we have to use Sonic Dive, there is a position where, like, we get stuck with they could bring up Great Tusk in the active, we aren't able to retreat it since we don't have an energy to use Hydrolander, and we deck out, and that'd actually be so funny. Like, our opponent might actually be, like, next level playing us if they're not just, like, necessarily, but I don't think so. I don't think we're necessarily there. I'm pretty sure they're just going to time out and lose due to inactivity. But we have game on board. Like, we just have attacking every single turn. Like, they can't attack us with Miracle Force without doing damage, and they need to draw all these prize cards per turn. So let's see. I don't want to, like, get rid of the energy because, like, that's something that's, like, a little bit spooky. I'd like to be able to get a boss out here. So I think I'm going to go Concealed. Concealed cards is, like, kind of spooky. Yeah, because now we just don't have an energy. If our opponent, like, I mean, I guess we have the energy that we can attach there. I'm going to end up going for Hydrolander 160, and I'm just going to power up our Great Tusk just in case they bring that up so we don't fall into that situation. So with our opponent, like, just taking, like, the blow with the Gardevoir EX, again, I think they're just inactive now because they probably walked away being fed up losing to the Garchomp deck. I don't see a way that we lose this game because it's only at the end of your turn, right? Once at the end of your turn, it's not in between turns. So that's kind of cool. Again, I don't think this is necessarily, like, as I'm playing this deck, do I think this deck's, like, the go-to utmost Apex Predator deck in format? No chance. Do I think this deck would be sick to play at a League Challenge? Or maybe if you have some extra Garchomps or some extra, like, bulk or something? This is a deck that I could put together for, like, a kid minus the Battle VIP passes for, like, 30 bucks. So if you're, like, new to the game and you want to teach someone how to play some strategy or a more advanced deck, this would be a pretty cool one. I think so, at least. I think it's, like, Garchomps is super fun. It looks awesome. I like the big energies in play. And yeah, our opponent's just going to give up on the game. So we take those. Garchomp won. Let's go. Absolute dub. And that's what we got going on for Garchomp today. Do I think the deck is cool? Yeah, the deck can certainly be good. But I just don't necessarily know if it has things to cut out. Like, is it as good as Charizard? Is it as good as Lost Tina? Maybe not. But if you're a new player playing the deck, or if you're wanting a deck to play for fun, for a Elite Challenge, because you're up for a challenge, I think this is a good place to start off with the list, and I really hope you enjoyed watching me struggle with this Garchomp, but we did kind of take that dub against Gardevoir, so I'll add that one to the books. Again, if you need any of the cards for these decks, check out our sponsor in the description below. Kayfabe, Atlas Collectibles, PTCGL Store, all great options for buying codes online or in real life. And using discount codes helps support the squad, so check that out. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/TSSwin. Be a huge dub to catch you there, reading some of our articles, getting access to all of our deck lists, talking to the squad. It's a great place to hang out. Other than that, I mean, like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, check to see if you haven't subscribed. Maybe you accidentally unsubscribed. We're so close to 20,000 subs. We'd really appreciate some love there. That being said, I'm gonna get started on some other content, so I'll catch up with all y'all later. Peace out and have a great one. Want to support the Shuffle Squad? Be sure to check out all of our sponsors in the description to pick up Pokemon TCG singles, sealed, and PTCG live codes. Hey trainers, tired of having too many cards lying around? I know that feeling, and I know what a hassle it is to try and sell those cards. But selling bulk is now easier than ever with TCG Bulk. Find tons of potential buyers in a single place. You just download the app, look for the best buyer near you, and carefully pack your bulk, ship it, and you get paid. It really is that simple. Turn the cards you don't want into the cards you absolutely need for your next deck. You made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching this entire video from the Shuffle Squad. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate each and every person that supports our content, watches what we have going on every single day, every single week, even from time to time, and continuously allows us to have a forum to project our creative content towards the Pokemon TCG community. So if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment to help boost the YouTube algorithm. That being said, we'll catch you with our next video. Thanks again. Take it easy.